If you want to understand why the United States cannot mathematically defeat Iran in the Middle East, you have to look at the most absurd, highly classified logistics operation on planet Earth. Every single month, the New York Federal Reserve loads massive wooden pallets wrapped in plastic onto military cargo planes. Inside that plastic are billions of dollars in crisp, physical $100 bills. They fly this cash completely across the world and quietly unload it at the Baghdad International Airport. Since the US invaded Iraq in 2003 and destroyed its financial system, Iraq's oil revenues are legally held in New York. To keep the Iraqi economy from collapsing, Washington has to physically fly Iraq its allowance in hard cash, roughly $10 billion a year. But Washington isn't just feeding Iraq, they are running a direct, physical ATM for their greatest enemy. Here is the unseen market of the dollar auction. When those pallets of US cash land in Baghdad, the Central Bank of Iraq holds a daily auction. The goal is to sell those US dollars to Iraqi import businesses so they can buy goods from the outside world. But Iran is sitting right next door, suffocating under US banking sanctions and desperately starved for physical US currency. So what does Tehran do? The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and Iranian operatives set up thousands of fake shell companies inside Iraq. They forge fake shipping invoices for refrigerators, electronics, and food that do not actually exist. They take those fake invoices to the Baghdad dollar auction and they legally buy up the American cash. Once the transaction clears, the digital money becomes physical. Those crisp $100 bills flown in by the US Federal Reserve are loaded into the back of unmarked trucks, driven straight out of Baghdad, and smuggled directly across the border into Tehran. The United States government is spending millions of dollars to enforce a global financial blockade against Iran, while simultaneously flying billions of dollars in physical, untraceable cash to a country that shares a porous 300-mile border with them. It is the greatest, most ironic geopolitical heist of the 21st century. And here is the most terrifying part of the math. Washington knows exactly what is happening. The CIA and the Treasury Department have tracked the smuggling for a decade. But they are trapped in a geopolitical hostage situation. If the US Federal Reserve stops flying the cash to Baghdad, the Iraqi economy instantly collapses. The dinar hyperinflates, and the Iraqi state falls entirely into the hands of Iranian proxies. But if they keep flying the cash, they are literally, physically, funding the exact regime they are trying to sanction. The empire isn't being defeated by missiles. It is being bled to death by fake invoices. Stop watching the politicians. Watch the cargo flights. Welcome to the unseen markets.